Hello, this is Pastor Laura Cavendish, and I serve at St. Paul Lutheran Church in Asheville, Ohio. And some of you perceptive folks are going to go, I think that this is pre-recorded. And it is, because on Tuesday of this Holy Week, I am taking a break with my husband, whose birthday is that day. And I pre-recorded, and I'm posting this particular video for you. We are on day 36. Wisdom and blessing is our mark we are looking at. And again, we're using the author David L. Miller, Marks of the Christian, his devotion, as you share devotions with me today. We are still in the 14th verse of Romans 12. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. And here is the meditation or the reflection. You were a young man when your enemies killed you, Jesus, but you seem older, older than me, older than time, as if your heart should be dated not in years, but from time immemorial, an old soul possessing incalculable wisdom. Father, forgive them, you said from the place of your torment. Into your hands I commend my spirit. These are the words of one who has surrendered everything to the loving mystery of God. It takes at least a lifetime to learn this, and most of us never do. We cling to the illusions that we can or should or need to control the conditions and outcomes of our lives. Mothers surrender such illusion. They have felt the stir of new life in their wombs, a life with reasons and rhythms all its own. They know there is something far more crucial than self-interest, and that there comes a time to let go and simply trust. The old, too, come to know this. With time and age, one arrives at a point where forces beyond self take over. There is nothing one can do to stop the changes that diminish and ultimately carry us off. Such awareness decenters the soul. We discover we are not the center of the universe. Life goes on beyond us, and the wise see that life must be spent on something larger and lasting, something that is the holy secret of life and joy, and of a beauty that outlasts us. You knew this, Jesus. You knew the loving mystery from whom all life flows is unending generosity, continually pouring out the substance of divine life that I may know life and love. And when we bless another, our souls participate in the life of God. We know God and share in the love whom God is. Some precious old souls who have blessed me intuitively knew this. They were like the prodigal's father, half blind and worn out from worry, yet blessing and weeping at the lost one's return, little concerned with what had been lost. It didn't matter. Only blessing mattered. And again, we want to hear words that we often repeat and share, that Jesus said this as he was on the cross. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. All right, here is our theological thought for today. We hear from Henri Nouwen, The Return of the Prodigal Son. And that was published by Doubleday in 1992. That's a classic. So Rembrandt, in his painting of the return of the prodigal son, who showed me the Father in utmost vulnerability, made me come to the awareness that my final vocation is indeed to become like the Father and to live out his divine compassion in my daily life. As the Father, I have to dare to carry the responsibility of an adult person and dare to trust that the real joy and real fulfillment can only come from welcoming home those who have been hurt with a love that neither asks nor expects anything in return. No power, no success, no popularity, no easy satisfaction. Here's some questions to make this weave more deeply into us and in our soul and in our heart and in the way we live. In whom do you see Jesus' wisdom of surrendering all to God? What's the connection between wisdom and blessing others? To what are you giving your life? To what do you want to be given? Those are all really long things to think about. I'm going to repeat those because I know I don't write these down. In whom do you see Jesus' wisdom of surrendering all to God? What's the connection between wisdom and blessing others? This wisdom where we are decentered and life is spent on something larger and lasting. What's the connection between that and blessing others? To what are you giving your life? To what do you want to be given? And then we hear from Psalm 51 as we are getting to the end of the Lenten season. We read this at the beginning of the Lenten season. You desire truth in the inward being, therefore teach me wisdom in my secret heart. Okay, for writing. When have you recognized that, quote, only blessing matters? And so there's one for writing about. And then what experiences help you to let go and simply trust? And again, that's in quotes, to let go and simply trust. What experiences help you? And then what are your challenges as you become like the Father, as Henri Nouwen talked about? My final vocation is indeed to become like the Father and to live out his divine compassion in my daily life. All right. In our prayer. So, a prayer for you. Make me a wise old soul like you, Jesus, knowing that only blessing matters. Amen. All right. Go in peace this day. May Christ go with you. I will see you tomorrow. We'll head into our final four. Um, our final four. Just in time for final four. And sharing joy, communing with the saints, becoming the Christ, and sacramental life. So I'm looking forward to that. Rejoice with those who rejoice, weep with those who weep will be our verse. So just keep at it in this week and have this enhance those Holy Week worship services that we are going to be having together. All right, go in peace, as I said. So let's go in peace.